Oh, shit.
Oh,
Who am I
geez.
calling? Oh, my God, dude. Who was that? Oh, jeez. That was probably a customer. Oh, boy. Okay.
They call you or you call them?
Well, they called us.
Oh.
And it comes through to my phone. I still need to turn that off. So what is this, episode 4?
4 in the studio.
We'll go ahead and start off for the podcast. Welcome to episode 4. I'm Doug.
And I'm Tim.
We are the Bread and Butter Pickleball Podcast, and this week we are going to be picking a random winner out of our ball pit that can win any paddle they want. We will also be discussing our Black Friday and Cyber Monday deals. Cyber Monday. And we will also be talking about shipping the Loco, give you updates on what's going on with that because we are very close. And we were also, last but not least, probably going to end the call with talking about Ben Johns getting his ass kicked. Beat with a capital B, which I don't know why that excites me so much, but it does. We can take these off until we make a phone call, right?
Okay.
Oh,
yeah, that's better.
Oh, my gosh.
Wow.
Woo.
Okay, back to Earth.
I think those things changed. Those things changed my hair color.
Earth, have we met? Speaking of.
Yeah, so
what's going on over there, though? Like,
with what? Well, over here on this side of the couch?
Look here.
Well, we're shooting a Cyber Monday commercial, or we just did shoot a Cyber Monday Black Friday commercial, and I got my hair dyed. Do we want to jump into that real quick? Just get that over with.
I mean,
so that it's not weird.
It's kind of obvious.
We'll talk about it in a minute. Let's pick a winner. Pick a winner.
Pick a winner.
Guys,
a ball winner.
You guys have been sending in pickleballs to throw into our ball pit, and we've asked everybody to take an old pickleball, whether it's a broken down Dura or a Franklin X40 or whatever, and basically write your name, your Instagram name, handle if you have one, or just your name and a phone number and send it in, and then we're picking a random winner every single week, and you win a free paddle. So we have, I don't know how many, we've probably got 20, 25 of them now. They've been, the funniest, you were here when the one came in with the Clorox wipes container, right?
No, I didn't see that.
No, somebody shipped one in a Clorox wipes container, and it had a note, and it said, "We hear you have filth. Hopefully this cleans up the mess." Pretty funny, dude.
That's awesome. I was actually thinking, you think you could just put a stamp on a pickleball with the whole entire address on there, and it would just make it?
What do you mean?
Just take the ball, put a stamp on it with our address on it. And send that in.
That way you don't need packaging?
Yeah. Could that work?
I don't know if they'd be able to scan the tracking thing because it's too, unless it was a very small, I don't know.
I don't know. I've gotten coasters.
Where they just put that on there?
Yeah, where you just write from, I've had friends over in Europe send me a coaster sitting there at the bar, and then next thing you know, it's in the mail and it's at my house. So I was just
I have to admit, I feel like a complete D-bag sitting inside wearing sunglasses talking to you. I don't know. These may or may not come off.
I mean, yeah.
I've been wearing these all day, and I can't see, so it's I've been bumping into stuff. I knocked over Leo's lighting setup twice while we were trying to shoot that commercial. Anyway, so let's pick a winner.
All right, let's pick a winner.
So Tim's gonna I'm gonna have a sip of a beer. Oh, you got balls in there? So you didn't put them all. You just put a handful of them in there, though, right? That's fine. That's good.
That's what you asked.
Because we'll keep on. What we'll do is, if you got a handful, you rip through, and then you announce who the winner is, and then once you announce it, you got to put it up on that shelf up there because that guy already won one.
Perfect.
So we got to put it when it's done. So Tim's gonna. Don't be trying to pick a favorite now.
I'm just gonna give it to you. That works better.
Let's see. I'm trying to hide their phone number, dude. I don't want to give him his phone number. Dude, we should call him right now.
We have a phone.
Oh, I didn't, dude. I just realized we went through all the effort to set this up so we could call somebody in this podcast. We could call this. Let's just see if we can call. We're so stupid.
Let's see if this works.
That's the point of this dumb shit is to have this thing working. Hopefully this guy's at work.
All right, let's call him.
All right, 1209 570. Are you turning that stupid phone over there?
Yeah.
Jesus.
We got the props. Who won? You're going to tell him live?
Oh, shit.
Hello?
Oh, my God. I don't know this guy's name. Oh, my God. I almost... His name is Ricky Gomez, by the way.
Boom.
This guy's going to have my cell phone number. That's also not smart. I need to start using Ring Central for this. Hopefully Ricky's not some kind of like crazy...
He's probably not going to pick up. He's probably...
Ricky.
Please leave your message for 20.
Oh.
5.
Ricky, what up? It's Doug with Bread and Butter Pickleball. You have won a free pickleball paddle.
Booyah!
Shoot an email to support@bnbpickleball.com and we will connect with you. His IG name is NorCal_Rick.
Or
anyway,
call us back in the next 10 minutes.
Yeah, or call us back in the next 10 minutes. We might take a call from you live. Hope everything is well. We're on a podcast right now. Give us a shout. Bye. Anyway, that was interesting. You could tell I've never done that before. It was a complete mess. So yeah, anyway, we're gonna move on, but Ricky Gomez won a free paddle. We'll hook him up.
Way to go, Ricky.
Way to go, Ricky. All you got to do is just mail us a used pickleball to 1100 Old Dixie Highway, Vero Beach with a V, Vero Beach, Florida, 32960. Jeff, if you could just flash that address up there, that'd be great. And we throw it and add it to our ball pit. Can you put that up on the...
Up on the shelf?
Yeah, put it up there real quick. I can take these off, too. We don't need those on in case this guy calls back. Anyway, that was fun. We got to keep doing that every week. And we're going to end up having so many pickleballs we won't even know what to do with them.
We're just gonna have them in the pit.
Yeah, I guess now we can talk about the whole Black Friday Cyber Monday deal.
This whole entire look.
Yeah, dude, I need to actually.
I think you missed Halloween.
I did. I don't even participate in Halloween, but I'll put all this dumb stuff on. So here's the deal. I was on YouTube like a month and a half ago and wasn't really, I had been thinking about Cyber Monday back and forth. Like, what are we going to do for an ad? How's it going to go? What's it going to look like? And I guess long story short, I stumbled across a Max Headroom. So in case you're a young kid and don't know who that is, Max Headroom. I always say Max Headroom. I shorten it. But I had stumbled across one of his old Coca-Cola commercials, and I started laughing because it brought back all these memories of, like, those commercials, which were just, he was just, like, this weird guy. And I was like, dude, what if my fat ass, like, dyed my hair, like, golden yellow and put on the suit and, like, had, like, our video nerd friends just, like, make this whole look and feel deal of Max Headroom and did an ad. So I decided to do it, and I was going to do this and film all this like a week and a half ago, but my father-in-law was in the process of passing, and I didn't want to show up to a funeral with my hair like this.
Yeah, absolutely not.
I mean, in the Midwest, like, if the funeral's in Miami or something like that, people wouldn't blink an eye, but like the suburbs of Chicago, them and all their church friends would be like, whoa, like, what's wrong with this guy? So I decided to, like, put it off. He passed. I came home immediately. Was like, all right, we're shooting this thing. So I made the decision to, well, I was going to ask you if you've ever had your hair dyed, but you don't have a whole lot of hair.
Actually, I have. I used to have hair, and it was actually that color.
Was it really?
For the longest time. It was almost clear.
Mm.
I look like a giant wishy, like the weed.
Oh.
And, yeah, I dyed my hair blue, panic manic, like back in my skating days. Like,
did you
skateboard in Love Park, and then
when you dyed it, did it burn? Do you remember?
Actually, I dyed my beard once, and that burned.
Oh, on your face? Oh my gosh!
Horrible.
Yeah. So here's the deal. So I sit down in so here, I'm going to try to make this story as fast as possible. It's kind of funny. So I'm driving home from work last night. I left early to see if I could get this done, and I called 3 salons and gave them the same pitch, all 3 of them. Like, hey, check this out. This is kind of a weird call. My name is Doug. I'm trying to shoot a commercial tomorrow. I need my hair to be like
I need this
bleach
now.
blonde, like orange color. And I was like, I need this done. And I know you guys close at 5, but is somebody willing to stay and get this done so I don't, I was like, we're going to try to do it in After Effects after the fact, but it's not going to work. I was worried about it working. And I was like, so let me just dye it. All 3 places were like, no. They're like, one person was like, hey, you might want to call Studio Gabriel in Vero Beach. They are a bigger salon, and they might be able to take you in. So I call Studio Gabriel, and the girl's like, what are you looking for? And she's like, are you close? Just swing by and look at it. So I go in there, and this chick's in there, and she like, I show her my phone. I show her the Max Headroom ad. Maybe Jeff can splash like a real quick like Max Headroom image up there for everybody to see. I show her this thing, and she's like, this is the girl that would do it. And the girl's kind of like, oh, like, I kind of want to like take off. Like, it's the end of the day. I wasn't planning on, I was working till 5. And I was like, I offered her a tip, like a really good one. And she was like, sit down. So
like, I got you. Absolutely. No problem.
So she like rushes me into the chair, dude. I sit down, and like she comes over, and she's got this like push cart with like a big bowl of stuff, paste or whatever it was. And she just immediately just starts going to town. And I'm like, I don't even know what's going on. I've never had this done. And she gets like 3 or 4 minutes into it, and she's like, oh yeah, by the way, she's like, if this starts to burn, you need to tell me immediately so I can wash it out of your hair. And I'm like, what do you mean like burn? And she's like, if it like burns like badly, like you need to tell me immediately. I will admit, and anybody that knows me can tell you that I'm a little bit of a hypochondriac. Like, I'm not like real bad, but I'm not real good, or like it's an issue that I have that I struggle with. So immediately I'm in this chair. I'm already stressed out about all this stuff that we're shooting, all this stuff. And I'm like, okay, like I'm going to deal with a little bit of pain. I feel this like itching start to happen. And she used the word itch. And I was like, all right, that's cool. Like I got a little itching going on. Within like 10 minutes, it's like kind of burning.
Yeah, it's bleach.
I know, but the thing is here's the thing. She told me this story. She said my sister-in-law came in and I did her hair, and because we're family, she didn't want to admit like how bad it hurt. And she never said anything. And she said when she went to go wash it out 30 minutes later, she had boils on her head.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah, and I was like, dude, so she gets 30 minutes, I deal with it. I freaking go over, she rinses me out, and then she starts putting this other stuff in there while I'm like laid back in this like tub. And she's like, I'm like, hey, I'm like, I couldn't help it. I'm like, do you see any boils on my head? Like, I'm like, am I gonna have like open sores on my scalp? And she's like, got this toner she's putting in my hair. And she's like, no. She's like, if you had boils in your head, you would literally come unglued out of this chair right now. Like, that's how bad it would hurt. Yeah. And I was like, all right, cool.
I mean, boils would indicate 2nd-degree burns.
Yeah, but I guess the toner, because it has chemicals in it, would burn it or whatever, and it wasn't that bad. So anyway, I got it done, and we came in. Leo came in. You came in. We knocked it out. I don't know. Like, I don't feel terrible about these ads, but like,
I think it's going to be awesome.
I hope it's going to be awesome. It's just, I have the like, I don't even want to go outside with the way that I look right now.
Well, let's shave it.
Well, the thing is, if these ads do really well, we got a bunch more to film. I might have to leave it a little bit. This might become part of my persona.
It's all right.
God, I hope not. I'll have a wig made if that's the freaking case.
Just wear a hat.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
Anyway, let's talk about these deals.
Deals?
We're doing
25% off.
Yeah, we're doing 25% off. If you're watching this video, this is going to kill our sales for the next week. I don't really give a damn. It is what it is. But we're offering we haven't even done really a sale since we even started this thing, which has been kind of cool. So we're pretty excited about the whole deal. 25% off all paddles, including the Loco. Yeah, and it starts on Thursday morning. So we're not even actually starting on Black Friday. We're starting on Thanksgiving. And the only reason I'm doing that is like I don't expect a bunch of sales on Thanksgiving, but the goal is like I really want to like set this thing up, have it dialed in Thanksgiving morning, and then like literally like walk away for the weekend, put my phone down, and just spend time with family, eating food, hanging out, doing work around the house, kind of getting prepared, and then we're going to come back in. But that deal and start shipping on Monday. But yeah, the deal goes Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
5 days.
5 full days. It reminds me, when you said that, it reminded me of Adam Sandler with the Hanukkah song. He's like, 8 crazy nights. I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, so 5 days of deals, 25% off, not limited to any paddle, on the Loco, on the Filth, on the Drips, on the Spears.
Oh, nice.
If you've been waiting to like try our paddles, I promise you, we are not going to run deals like this very often. We haven't for a year. Kind of got pressured into the feeling like you got to do something for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and this has been fun. So we're putting them on sale.
Sounds good.
You want to show them so
Who? What?
it's a move.
Oh, okay. Is that better? Now my beard's in it.
Here, hold on. Look, grab a. By the way, we haven't shown off the. Let me just bring that whole box over. Okay. Dude, we have so much hot sauce right now. I feel hot sauce rich. Have you tried it, Leo? Do you like hot sauce?
Oh, it's really good.
I don't want to hit a camera. Oh, man. That worked.
Boom.
Yeah, taste it. See what you think. It's pretty good. It's like a Louisiana garlic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I threw it on pizza last night. It was fantastic.
Oh, yeah. Where was that pizza from?
South Beach Pizzeria.
Oh, okay.
Over the bridge.
On your side.
On my side. Shout out to South Beach Pizzeria.
That's so funny.
Tim's just pissed because they don't deliver to his house.
I don't care.
I just messed. That's it. That's the Loco sauce.
They do make a mean margarita.
Do they?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't even know they served margarita.
I used to work on your side. I lifeguarded for 10 years. I know all the spots.
Yeah.
Where you get a burger, where you get a sliced pizza.
Yep.
Where you get a arugula sandwich.
I wish we had paddles to show too. Oh, there's did you put one in that one too?
Yes.
We don't have the wrapper in there, but all the paddles, like, just to give you a tease, this is like, I almost don't even want to show this because it looks good, but it's like, it's,
product
you're gonna get a paddle, you're gonna get a hot sauce bale, tissue paper, probably a koozie, some stickers. It's gonna be pretty dope, man.
Swag.
It's gonna be pretty dope. I will tell you this, all of the paddle reviewers are coming in. Speaking of paddle reviewers, I wanted to talk about what were we gonna do? Was that the last thing? Was to talk about Ben Johns getting beat?
I think that was because we're gonna call.
I just don't want to keep him waiting that long. We'll talk about the Loco. Maybe we'll wrap it around. If I don't say this, we may come back. Actually, we're just covering it right now, and then we're going to call Pickleball Will to talk about Ben Johns getting his ass kicked over the weekend. But the Loco gets here on Monday, and we told people we'd be shipping on Monday, and we will be probably shipping some of them. We plan on pulling like either an all-nighter or getting here super early on Tuesday morning, and we have, I think, over 500 or 600 paddles that have to go out the door on Tuesday. So all those should be arriving around the country by the end of next week. Let's call Will. Like literally, this.
Let's call Will.
This guy beat him. What's his name? Hayworth.
I can't remember.
Yeah. Let's see. It was Hayworth that beat him, and I just like the fact that Ben Johns got beat. Yeah, Chris Hayworth, and Will supposedly knows him. Let's call him. Let's see what he says. We told Will that he was going to be calling. He was probably on the phone or doing Selkirk work, and we like literally.
Is he still in Texas?
Nah, I don't think so. Let's see. Damn, that's loud. Is that loud to you?
What's up, Doug?
What up, bro? Oh man, we were just like wrapping up the stuff, and we haven't actually really gotten into. I realized I was like keeping you waiting. I was like, dude, we gotta get a hold of Will before he like shirks all of his responsibility. Well, I didn't want you to get fired from Selkirk. Actually, it's 5:30.
Meeting. Selkirk is on the West Coast.
So is now a bad time?
I'm here. Well, I mean, technically, I'm in a company meeting, but I drop everything for you, Doug.
Dude, let's make this quick. Will and Tim and I are going to talk about why we're happy that Ben Johns got beat. But
you're happy.
I'm happy.
Dude, almost most people love when Ben John loses. I don't know what you're talking about.
I think most people like or most people like it when an underdog wins or when like a kingpin drops. Like I think that's just a thing.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because you just want to see the best of the best lose. There's haters out there.
Yeah. Like imagine if Farmer Lanky became the best pickleball paddle reviewer in the world overnight and Chris Olsen just burned to the ground.
I would love to see nothing more.
Well, I mean, how much fun would like, dude? A dude sitting on a 5-gallon bucket milking a cow doing a paddle review beats out Chris with his like high-end reviews and fancy equipment. Like Farmer Lanky's filming on a GoPro, and Chris
Is
Olsen's
he milking a goat?
he's like milking a goat and just winning
with one hand, and then he's bouncing a ball with a paddle in the other hand. Dude, Farmer Lanky you should tell Farmer Lanky to do that.
Dude, he reviewed his first review.
He did
His first review of our paddles was the filth, and he did it sitting on a 5-gallon bucket in front of a cow.
That's amazing. See, that's why I love Farmer Lanky.
I love that guy, dude. I seriously. So I've told him that I'm gonna come visit him and hang out with him. Like there was jokes on Discord too. Like this is turning into a Farmer Lanky conversation. I don't care. There was jokes on. Somebody made a joke on about Farmer Lanky saying something about like he doesn't know anything about weed or something like that, and like making jokes that he's just like a stoner or whatever. Which I don't know if he is. Like he's like plays a lot of pickleball, but he does have that like Tennessee like country boy burn one down vibe. Which I don't know. I don't hate. I love that dude.
Where's he at? Where's he located?
He's in Tennessee, right? Will?
I actually don't know.
I want to say Kentucky. I wanted to say Kentucky at first, but I also feel like if I say Kentucky, like I don't know, man. Kentucky's got some nasty connotations. Like not as bad as West Virginia, but it's like right there. But I think Tennessee's a little like if you were to think about those states, like Tennessee is like kind of like the winner, and then you got like Kentucky and then West Virginia, and like meth usage in those areas varies kind of all over the place
on a daily.
Yeah, like there's less meth being used in Tennessee, but like when you get down to West Virginia, it gets. I don't even know if we should put this in the podcast.
Edit it out.
I don't think we should. I think that's part of the dumbness. Anyway, so what do you know about this Chris Hayworth dude? I know you just know a little. You said you know. I heard you mention that like he's from Oklahoma City, right?
Yeah, he's from OKC, and he trains with my buddy Kale, who lives in Tulsa.
Okay. And
Kale and him used to play junior tennis together and against each other. And now they play pickleball. And I don't know if they continue the rivalry or not. But okay. Kale tells me all the time how pissed off he is at Hayworth because Hayworth has the better passing shots.
He looks like a big dude though, right? Like he's not like he looked like a tall, like he looked like he was tall and had power.
Yeah, that's him, tall and powerful. He's got to be at least 6'5".
Yeah, dude, he looked really, really tall with like a lot of reach and like. I will tell you, like I didn't like take a bunch of time to like study the match in great detail, but I did notice that like. I don't know how else to say it. I feel like the way he was playing was a little bit unconventional. Like he didn't have like these like super normal looking strokes, whether it be a ground stroke or a dink. Like he was kind of wiry all over the place maybe. I don't know. I just felt like it was interesting to watch.
Yeah, he's just one kind of dimensional. I wouldn't say he's one dimensional, but he knows what he does well and he doubles down on what he does well. And that's hitting the ball hard and fast, and getting the passing shots going. Yeah, and pissing.
Ben Johns was pissed in that match. Like I saw a couple times, I saw Ben like. I'm not gonna say he lost it, but there was a couple like frames that I saw where Ben was like definitely tail between his legs, like kind of.
We couldn't figure him out then.
Yeah, it was just. There was a.
That was part of it, but Hayworth was just. Playing so well. I mean, he could have been Bob Ross at the time because he was paying these lines.
Yeah, dude.
That's what his name was.
Yeah, he had this one.
Does he have a furrow?
No. He's how old do you think this? How old is this guy? Is he like in his like early 20s? You think?
I actually don't know.
Okay, we'll have to look it
I
up.
would assume he's in his 20s.
Somebody maybe can leave it in the comments, but yeah, it was fun to watch. He had this one overhead where like he literally took his paddle when he came up and like rotated it at like 45 and like inside chop cut the ball down into the left side of the court and just like, I mean, it was just one of those angle shots that like, everyone knows I suck at pickleball, but I always wonder like, why don't people like close chop that ball or whatever you want to call it, like close into the near court and just put it at an angle that's like undefendable. And everyone's like, oh, you can't do that, blah, blah, blah. And I watched this guy do it and I was like, yes, like that. I don't know. Maybe I can find a clip of it and throw it up. If not, just go watch the match.
Was he cutting it to the left or cutting the ball to the right?
All right, so
his left or his right?
So he's right-handed and he cut it to his left hard. Like he came up overhead and like turned the paddle like interior and like if he was a doctor, would that be posterior or anterior? I don't know.
No,
Is that port or starboard?
He didn't pronate it.
Yeah. I don't know, but like I saw, you can watch this later. But he had the paddle. If you turn it in, he came down and like kind of like chopped the ball, and the ball just like went super like at a really sharp angle in the near court. And like, I mean, Ben was like so far out of it, he couldn't even do anything. I'm now that we've talked about this, I'm gonna find that clip and put it up. It's gonna take me a minute, but I'll send it to Jeff. It was pretty interesting. Anyway, I just wanted to get your take. It sounds like, I guess what I wanted to know for you is like, do you think this is like a one-time thing with this guy, or do you think that this is going to be a name that we continue to hear? I mean, he's got to have a little bit of momentum after something like that.
He'll have some momentum, and I think he's improving. But just like Colin Schick, who had some success just a couple months ago when he went to the final against Ben Johns, and he still makes it far in the bracket.
Right.
But he's not seeing the same success because people are figuring him out. And I think that's going to be the same with Hayworth. And Hayworth just had a great game. Like, look at the lines he was painting.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
So we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I just, like, after all, I have been so busy I haven't got a chance to watch any pickleball. And, like, I heard you and Chris talking about him getting beat. And so I, like, made it a mission to watch that match, and I watched it last night. And the one thing that I kind of thought was interesting, this is like the conspiracy theorist side of me, but I don't know if you noticed, but if you get on YouTube and you look up like Ben Johns versus Chris Hayworth in the PPA or the PPA coverage or videos of that match, there's no audio for like the first 4 or 5 minutes. Did you notice that?
I did not.
Yeah, I think they did that shit on purpose. I think they were like, Ben Johns was like, you can put this up, but do not put audio for the first 6 minutes because we know that most YouTubes drop. Like, they wanted people to drop off so nobody just got to watch them get. That's just
get them beat.
Protect the
to
gold.
Watch them lose. No, that's not.
Well, no, they were protect the golden
boy. That's not right.
They want to protect the gold boy.
If anything, the PPA wants people to watch their content. I just can't. You don't imagine that be the case?
I guess maybe not. I just always think they want to protect Annalie Waters and Ben Johns at all costs, but I don't know. Maybe I'm.
Well, to some degree, you're right. They're kind of the pillars of the PPA.
Yeah, but you're right though. They're all they need as many views as they can get.
Right, exactly. And then Hayworth beating Ben Johns got views, got stories.
Yeah,
people interested.
Yeah. No, I agree.
And I'm sure that's good for the PPA.
No, 100%.
And the funny thing is about his win, he wasn't even playing with the Gearbox Pro Power Paddle.
That was the control paddle.
With the control model.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
All
right, dude. Dude, why you gotta argue with me? You're right. I'm wrong. I'll admit it. Okay. Jeez. Jeez, dude. I didn't call you for you to yell at me. No, I'm just kidding. Dude, the last thing I wanted to give you before we get off this thing is you and I talked. I do want to get you to come down to Florida and get on the podcast. And I know you and I talked about possibly. Well, I talked to you and Chris about getting both of you guys to come down, and I was like making a case for it'd be interesting to have both of you. I kind of like want to have both of you on at the same time because I think it would be fun to like see you guys because you guys are such good buddies and like play tournaments together and you do the podcast together and you kind of grown up together in this whole pickleball space. But
Yeah,
but
you're
also
growing so fast.
yeah, so fast. But I also the other side of it though too is I feel like I don't know, man. Like there's plenty of things that I would want to talk to you about that I don't like. I would just like ignore Chris in the corner. But then conversely, if Chris was here, there's stuff that I want to talk to him about where you get ignored. So I made up my mind. I think I want to do it
You
independently.
can do separate.
Yeah. Yeah, and
do
yeah,
it separate.
yeah, and I also was thinking
Chris
about it.
kind of naturally filters me
Yeah,
when he's in the room.
yep,
I watch what I say a little bit.
yeah. I totally agree. Also, the other thing is that if you guys come into town and like if you come into town alone and we do a podcast, I can take you to an Asian place that has chopsticks,
and you could actually use them.
and and you could actually use
Chris
them.
can.
And if Chris comes into town, I got to take him to the only Asian place in town that only lets you use forks. So,
Hands down,
Yeah.
the best
Asians
meal we
use
had.
forks. It may look at you funny, but they use forks.
I know, but yeah, I think we're gonna do it separately, and then maybe late. I think at one point it would be fun for all of us to get together and
We can get the kid chopsticks.
the ones that they have the little like
the
rubber
rubber
band
band.
with the little paper in between.
connections?
Yeah, the ones that
At
have
the top?
they're spring loaded.
Yeah. I got a bunch.
Spring loaded.
My kids use them.
Dude, that when I lived in Japan for a year, and that's how I started.
Yeah.
I started with those things, and then quickly.
And now you're a pro.
Well, I met this really cute girl, and she gave me a good dirty look because I didn't know how to use chopsticks, and then that was like my way. I was like, "Hey, like maybe you could teach me how to use these chopsticks." So, and it worked.
Nice.
It worked good. And then it was like a traditional Japanese family. Her dad called me in, and we sat down at the table, and he just like mad dogged me. He's like, "You bring American home for dinner." It was like, dude, I got like freaking looked at like evil, and I was like, at the end of the night, I was like. Her name was Mia, and I was like, do you think this is a good idea that we're dating? Because I don't think your dad likes me.
I mean, if he saw your hair right now, he definitely.
Well, my hair
wouldn't
didn't
let
look
you.
like that.
I know.
I had like a high and tight, but I was like a Marine in Japan. Like that's got to be like I have a daughter, right? Like that's got to be like the straight nightmare as a father of a daughter. You're in Japan, and like. Your daughter brings home like a white boy Marine. Like that's the thing. You're like, I knew this day would come. Like it's like it's like the worst. It's like the worst thing you don't. It's like he just mad dogged me the whole time. But we ended up dating, and I kept going over there for dinner, and I was learning some Japanese, and he ended up being super cool. And this is back in the day. I used to smoke cigarettes, and him and I would go sit down.
Would
And
give you an eye.
no,
he would smoke with you.
Oh yeah, we would go out on the back patio of his like condo thing that he had, and we would drink Awamori sake till like 1 o'clock in the morning, and I'd like I didn't even smoke. This guy was smoking so many cigarettes, dude. Like, oh my god, if I ever get lung cancer, it's because of my year in Japan. But anyway, that guy was awesome. So quick story, but yeah, man, we'll get together and get you in town. I think we do solo with you, do solo with Chris, and yeah, try to get you guys to come down here and do it like the beginning of the year so you guys can escape the dreaded winter.
Winter.
Yeah.
Yes.
Don't.
Yeah. You're going to come down. I'm going to take you fishing. We're going to go do some fun stuff. We probably won't play pickleball.
Oh yeah.
We probably
I
won't
wanna go
play
fishing.
we probably won't play any pickleball. We'll just go fishing. I'm going to have to take you to the courts to like parade you around to like the local Vero Beach dudes. And then we'll like
Do they even know me?
dude, they all know who you are, man. Yeah. Yeah, they all know who you
They
are.
probably saw my ads that you've been pushing out onto socials.
For sure, we need to refresh those. I think people are getting sick of that shit. We got to redo that stuff. So we need a new one.
Yeah.
So, and speaking of which, last thing is Locos are coming out to you like Tuesday. So
Finally.
yeah, man. Yeah, we're ready. But dude, thanks for jumping on a call. It's
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me. I'll talk to you guys soon.
Thanks, buddy. Let me know what Selkirk's working on. I need to know the next thing. I need intel. I'm just kidding.
We got spies.
You're not getting that from me, Doug.
No, I know you. I know I'm not. There's no way. But quite honestly, I really don't care what they're doing.
Nope.
Anyway, all right. Will, we'll talk to you, buddy.
All right.
Holler at you.
Peace out.
All right. See you guys.
We'll see you.
Peace.
That guy is like like you meet all these people in pickleball, and like he's a guy that's like, I don't know, man. He's just like a nice dude.
Oh, he's amazing.
I remember when
we were in Texas.
Yeah. When we first met him and we were hanging out, I was like, not just him, dude, all those guys, like, dude, why is my phone doing this, dude?
All day, every day. What are you
Dude,
talking
all
about?
day, every day.
What are you Bing.
This is Aaron from the Pickleball Clinic. Hey, Doug. Giveaway is going great. Anyway, but no, you meet all these guys in pickleball, and like you meet them in person, and like that night, Chris, Will, Jeff, Brian, like all dudes I still talk to, and like, I don't know, I just enjoy all of them.
Yeah. That was probably my favorite meal in Texas.
Which one was that? Oh, at that tennis court or the
No,
pickleball court place?
No, at the Korean barbecue.
Oh, dude. We walked into that place, and the floor was normal, and when we walked out, it was like
my chair slid every time.
Dude, it was like while we were sitting there for an hour and a half, somebody came in with like a backpack sprayer full of lard and just like sprayed it all over the floor. And like I was walking out of there, and I was like, I remember that night I didn't really drink much because I had to fly the next day, and I just don't like drinking before I fly. And the other thing is that I drank like a lot the night before, and I was like walking through there, and I was like, I'm not drunk, but I literally feel like I'm gonna fall on my face right now. If I would have been drinking at that place, I would have been done.
Oh yeah, it was so fun. It was awesome.
Yeah, and dude, and then shout out like Jeff Lee, like that was the coolest part. Like I always like take white people to go do Korean barbecue, and whenever you take white people to do Korean barbecue, they're like, wait a minute, like we have to cook our own food, and like everyone's like trying to figure out, like they're like, oh my god, like raw meat, like what do I do? Oh, and you're like, dude, you just throw it on the heat, and then it cooks, and then you take it off and eat it. Like I'm not talking all white people, but like a lot of the ones that I've taken.
You talking about me?
I don't know. No, you'd be fine with it, dude. You'd be fine with it.
No, I had a blast. It was awesome.
But the cool part is that I've always been the one when I go to one of those places that I have to like cook all the meat for everybody, and I'm like the one doing that whole thing and explaining. And I showed up, and like Jeff Lee like went into like,
oh, he was our chef,
bro. He
slayed it.
He stood for like an hour and a half and cooked everything.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Dude, it was amazing. Anyway, Jeff Lee, you're the man. Even though you're Vatic Pro's #1 player, like he calls himself that now. Did you know that?
I just saw that.
Yeah, he called
when they were.
It's like I will.
They were just in Houston.
Yeah, and he's like Will called him. Like he said something. Somebody else said the Vatic Pro number one Vatic Pro player. Then Will said it. Now we're saying it. Like I think it's a thing. He's the Vatic Pro #1 player.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, good luck with that, dude. One day we will suck you to the dark side. Anyway, I think that's pretty much it, man. Loco's going out on Tuesday. We got the hot sauce. Paddles are on their way. We shot the freaking Black Friday, Cyber Monday ads. They may be really stupid. If they are, shoot us a message and tell us. Like, if you love them, shoot us a message and tell us. All that stuff's being edited by our homie Kyle. God, what else is going on? Ambassador program we're still working on. Devin's got it pretty much set up. We're really going to start marketing and pushing that in January. Backpack is totally on hold right now. Backpack dude emailed me. He wants me to he needs a bunch of information. I don't have the headspace for it. Maybe I'll go deal with the ambassador program once my hair color goes back to normal.
You think we should shave it?
No, dude, I look like...
You kind of, actually, when I picked up my daughter, she was like, what are you into? What's going on? And then she was like, oh, I already saw on Instagram. She was like, why does Doug look like Trump?
Oh my God, dude.
And I was like, it's not, nope. And then I was like, oh, yeah, he's kind of got that. Yeah, but your hair is way better. You don't have to comb over. So that's what I was like, no comb over.
I don't know, man. I think Trump's hair is pretty cool, man.
Well,
I mean, in a weird way, like it's definitely unique. Do you think if you peeled his back one side, it would be like bald?
Oh yeah, he's totally got a comb over.
Yeah,
it's like sprayed, glued.
He's running for president.
I don't know. I could care less.
I don't care about any of them.
Yeah.
When it comes to like presidents, I stopped caring about presidents at like 15. When I was younger, I cared about presidents, and all of a sudden, I like started learning about presidencies and watching documentaries, and I was like, man, I don't think I like any of these people. But whatever.
Teach his own.
I vote for Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos should speed everything up in this economy. Anyway, I'm kidding. Let's not turn this into politics because I don't even.
No.
I
just said you look like Trump.
I know, but look. I look like a Trump that went to a Men in Black. Like I look like Trump Men in Black like collaboration. That's what I look like.
Good luck at Publix.
Yeah. It's the most wonderful outfit you've been wearing. I love this outfit. It's glorious. Look at this outfit. It's amazing. I can't imagine a better outfit. It's the only outfit there should be. I can't do Trump. Anyway. Guys, I think that's it. It's been good. By the way, we didn't cover what we're drinking. I'm drinking this Landing Strip Lager.
And I'm drinking a Pool Day American Pale Ale.
Yeah, this is Walking Tree. Tim works at Walking Tree.
Walking Tree.
And just in case Vero Beach people are watching this, like we're not only going to drink Walking Tree. My landlord is very involved with working on a brewery, so we will be drinking that as well. And for measures, we might as well try to choke down some Sailfish, which is a local brand as well.
And some shit beer, like Miller Lite, Coors Light.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Sailfish.
Oh. You were.
I just don't do here's the thing.
It's all beer.
It's all beer, but if you're a microbrewery, the first thing that I judge you by is your IPA. And that... No? You know more about this than I do. All right, so preach. Let's talk about beer. I don't care.
Actually, like a shitty beer, like a light beer, be it a lager, more or less, like a light lager. That's what you should judge a brewery by.
Like this one that I'm...
Because they can't hide imperfections.
With flavor.
Yes.
Interesting.
And smells. I mean,
you agree with that too, Leo?
You like IPAs, and people like IPAs. I'm a hophead. I enjoy IPAs. I really do. But I also enjoyed smoking a lot of pot when I grew up. And then I had a job for many years that I had to be drug tested. So I had to stop smoking pot. So IPAs came in, and it was like, it's pot in liquid form.
Because all the flavors, you mean?
Just the smell. I mean, the Indian Pale Ale is actually the sister hop of...
Oh, it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
I have heard that.
Yeah,
You're right.
Yeah,
It almost smells
like it's dank. Like... Yeah. It's almost like if bong water was delicious.
Oh, my God.
I mean, that's my theory, and that's my thought. But actually, yeah, lighter beers, like a German-style Kolsch, a lager, any kind of, like, because you can't hide behind those things.
If bong water was delicious, that is the worst smell in the world. Well, not in the world.
No. I'm saying, like, as you're hitting a bong and the dankness of...
No, I get it. There's when I drink like a good IPA, like it's got a similar...
Yeah.
Like, it does something to your senses that are kind of like when you smell... Not in
reefer?
Not the reefer. The reefer, not in a burnt form though. Like when it's coming out of like the container. Like it's got the same pungent.
Yeah, that hop.
Yeah.
Before it's burnt.
So you think going back, like take the IPAs. You think a light lager because they can't hide.
They can't hide anything behind that.
It's just so light and it's just got to be good flavor.
Yeah, it's got to be biscuity, crispy. And
okay, so let's do this. Let's talk about the people that are watching this. If you don't care about beer, just go away. It's like, seriously, because I do like beer, but let's talk about light lagers. Take all of the microbreweries out of the equation that you've ever drank before. Let's talk about the mainstream light lagers. Like, what is your number one? Like, if you had to go for a light beer, I'm talking a lager style beer. That's like what does that be? Like a 4.5%.
I mean, back in the day, 3.5 maybe. But
yeah.
Yes.
So
yeah, like right around 4.
3.5, 4, 4.5, whatever. Name what's your favorite.
Ooh. Maybe Coors Original.
The Coors Original?
Yeah.
Like the heavy Coors.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the Bomber. I just enjoy that. That's a great beer.
I think my history is like when it came down to like the Bud Light, the Budweiser, the Michelob, the Miller Lite, all those, like those would all be in that class. And like I always kind of leaned towards the Miller Lite. But there was like a time when like Bud Light was like like you went to a party, it was just Bud Light, Bud Light, Bud Light. And like I always thought Bud Light was too sweet. I feel like Miller Lite was less sweet, and I don't like sweet so much.
Yeah. Well, I think all Bud is made with rice, so it's a rice beer. So it is a little sweeter.
Oh, okay.
So.
And then I moved. I remember when I worked in the landscape contracting business for a long time, and we showed up. We had a company party, and there wasn't supposed to be alcohol there because I remember the owner was like, "There's no way we're bringing alcohol with all of these people. It'll be uncontrolled, and it'll be a liability." And I agree, it is like whatever, but like the Mexican dudes that I worked with all showed up with a giant cooler full of freaking Modelo's. And like
great beer.
I had never had a Modelo before, and this is, by the way, Modelo's like I heard rumor it's like the highest selling beer in the United States right now. Have you heard that?
I haven't heard that, but
I heard that.
I mean, every time I go to Publix, sorry, but that's the beer I buy.
Yeah. I had heard that recently, but just for the record, I've been drinking Modelo's since, well, shoot, I guess I got out of the Marine Corps.
Since you've been a wee lad.
I started drinking those in like 2000 and, well, I drank them in Mexico in 1999, 2000, but then like I didn't really drink them anymore. I was drinking those in Tecates, and then I got back to the U.S. and I was in the Marine Corps, and I started drinking Coronas, and then somebody introduced me to the Modelo's out there again. I drank them a little more, then I stopped again. And then when I like met the guys in Florida in the landscape business, those Mexican dudes, they started doing like barbecues and stuff, and I started drinking more Modelo's, and I drink those for a long time. Like I really think that's a good beer. They upset my stomach a little bit, but I like them a lot. I mean, IPAs mess up my stomach. My favorite beer is the Cigar City High Life. I mean, that's my go-to.
That's your favorite beer?
That's my favorite. I drink that. You like that one, Leo? You not your favorite. What's your favorite?
Which one?
Favorite IPA? It is tough. There's a lot of them.
There's a lot of beer out there.
You know what? I'm gonna text Julie when we get off this podcast. I want to bring. There's one called Pipe. There's one in Chicago called Pipeworks Brewing. It's called Ninja versus Unicorn, bro.
I can't wait to see that logo,
dude. It is so rad. And this is worth showing. Like I'm gonna blow. You can't even get this unless you're in Illinois.
Chicago.
I was just there all weekend.
With some
it was
pizza.
Yeah, I was hanging out with the union workers. There was a little bit of a corruption going on. And I actually met the I didn't meet. I talked on the phone with the graphic designer that did the Ninja versus Unicorn stuff, and actually I have considered having him do. Let me put this up real quick.
This is amazing,
dude. Look at this logo, or look at this can. Right.
I need to see this. What you're doing?
Is that in focus, Leo?
Probably not.
Now? Okay. Yeah, it's pretty cool, dude. It's like it's just crazy logo.
Yes.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Dude, the unicorn's pissed off.
Yeah, really pissed. So I drink that every time I go to Chicago.
So who wins?
Oh, I think the unicorn every time.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, just by pure body mass. Think about it. Like, you could be a ninja and be, like, super agile and have a samurai sword, but, like, also, if you're a horse or, like, / unicorn, whatever it is.
With the horn.
If you're a horse with a horn, like, you also don't have the same, like, pain receptors or the knowledge that you're actually dying. So even if you catch a sword, you're just going to run over the ninja and stomp him to death.
Yep. Yeah.
Unless he can decapitate the horse with one swing.
Yeah. Well, he's got 2 swords.
This may change things. I don't know, dude. I'm saying that the unicorn wins, and like if the unicorn is like, and plus, look, he has 2 swords, but he also caught 1 sword in the mouth.
Yeah.
He stopped it. Now he's only got 1 sword. Unicorn wins every time. Anyway, dude, I don't know where this.
Where did this go?
Off the rails. Off the rails. Anyway, guys, that's it.
All your bleached hair.
Yeah, it's soaked into my scalp, and I'm losing it. That's it, guys. This week, lots of big stuff happening. Cyber Monday, Black Friday, deals start dropping on Thanksgiving Day, Thursday. I can't believe I'm saying this, but don't swipe your credit card on our page.
Hit pause.
Yeah, hit pause. Hang tight. You might want to start spending money on Thursday. And do me a favor, spend a lot of it. I have several illegitimate children across the country that I'm just kidding. Just kidding, babe. Only have 3, and they're with you.
Awesome.
I probably should cut that out. Anyway.
Yes. Cut that. Absolutely.
You guys have a great week.
He's 2 beers in.
Hey, cheers me. Well, that's the thing. I didn't eat a lot today.
Yeah. I forgot to eat too.
Have a good week, guys. Peace.
Peace.